talk my shit. I got on dick, and she turned around and hit. And I done learned a lot of shit. I had her burn up her brain. I deserve her fridge. I deserve her. I deserve her. I'm like, how we do your motherfucker?
What's up, guys? This your boy Mr. I240. I'm back with another episode on this beautiful Saturday. Alright, man, y'all good? Y'all straight, man? I'm just blessed to see another day. Thanks to the Lord Almighty. I want to thank y'all for the love the page been getting. That I feel like the last video was a banger. I feel like the last video was my best video, to be honest with you. I might have some good videos, but I just feel like with this one, it's more like passion and more, coming from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like with YouTube content, some stuff you can tell if it's forced, if it's fake or whatever, and it ain't just genuine. So sometimes I ain't gonna front, I be missing y'all, but sometimes I be appreciating the little breaks that I take. Cause it's like the content be real, and then it's perfect, and then and like I said, I probably get different ideas from folks, and I just put my own flavor on it. And I feel like this is the best content you should put out. You know what I'm saying? Cause not every episode gonna be a home run, not every episode gonna be a banger, but the ones that you put your heart, you editing, you see, like okay, from the shorts and all that, I know that was from the heart, and it was just really me. Also, man, if you're new to the page, hit the comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. For real, for real. Now, this junk right here is a light junk. Today is Raw greatest matches. Not the new sign, the old sign, the real WWF Monday Night Raw. So the first match I want to talk about, Bret Hart versus 1-2-3 Kid for the WWF Championship in 1994. Now, this match here was during Bret Hart's second run that year he tied Lex Luger in the Royal Rumble. And before the tie in the Royal Rumble, his brother betrayed him early on in the match with the Quebecers, you heard me? Then, speed up to the Royal Rumble, it was him and Lex Luger down to the last two. Both from a tie, and then they did a coin toss at WrestleMania. Who faced Yokozuna first? It was Lex Luger versus Yokozuna first. It ended at a tie, while Bret was competing against his brother in a classic match, opening match between brother versus brother, where Bret gave his brother his shine. And we'll get to all that. So, on shine, and then Bret got his shine, winning the WWF Championship. Fun fact, I said it in one of the videos, when Lex Luger and Bret Hart were celebrating Bret get his shine, Lex Luger told Bret, you're the guy, this is your company. I mean, we all knew that. Wasn't nobody trying to feel no Hulk Hogan 2.0. Nah, bruh, that ain't it. And we definitely weren't feeling the Lex Express. Trash. Woo! So, with that being said, during that whole summer, from March to summer of that summer, the direction was starting to put on Hart in the WWF title picture. Because you gotta remember, in June 1994, King of the Ring, Owen Hart won the King of the Ring tournament. That's when the King of Hearts was born. So, during the feud, it was a special WWF Championship match with Bret Hart and a young 1-2-3 Kid, Sean Waltman, aka X-Pac, 6, all that, competed in a classic championship match, action back and forth. Back then, it was something new, something fresh. Of course, you had Bret old school technical sound versus X-Pac with 1-2-3 Kid, high flying, quick moves, fast pace, going back and forth. And it was great. They were going back and forth. The Kid going fast at the same time. Bret slowed him down at the same time. Then some way, somehow, Bret was finna get the dub. No, his brother interfered the first time. And Bret didn't see it. He got the little win. Bret didn't feel right. So Bret told the referee, hey man, redo this. So they went back and forth. Bret got the win. And I think at that time, I'm thinking we finna get a new player with the Kid in the title picture. Boy, was I wrong. From, shoot, I think X-Pac, Sean Waltman, before he left the first time, was never in a title picture. Now, he was supposed to be in the title picture before the clique broke up, before they broke up and threw up this. Of course, when Sean won the belt, Sean gonna give his boy some shine, some love. Because you can tell, if you remember the Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels sit down with JR when they was beefing, Bret was like, oh, I know what he finna do. He finna get all his friends involved. Which he was talking about Scott, Triple H, Diesel, who got a title shot. He was Shawn Michaels' first title defense. And X-Pac. Because at that point, after that match, Bret went on to shine even better, even in his rivalry with his brother in a steel cage match at SummerSlam. Even if sometimes had his other brother-in-law, Jim Elmer, and British Bulldog involved in the feud. So Bret went on to bigger and better things, of course, still winning championships and stuff like that, while the Kid was just in the mid-card. And teaming up with Ted DiBiase, feuding with Razor Ramon in a good feud, except they had a crybaby match, which was trash. I mean, the match was cool, but the concept was trash. Somebody had to wear a diaper and all that. Come on, man. Because you got to remember, in 1996, Razor Ramon was facing Goldust, and the Kid had turned heel, costing Razor Ramon the championship. But for that match in 1994 between Bret and the Kid, that was a special match. And I'm pretty sure everybody looked at the Kid like, hey, we might be on to something here. I mean, the Kid was cool. It was just X-Pac. How can I say this? It wasn't hard to. I mean, X-Pac just got that personality that draw you to him. Because he wasn't entertaining. He wasn't that good on the mic. He just had a good personality and good persona to wipe everybody like that. And don't get me wrong, Sean Waltman went on to bigger and better things. Except his WCW run was epic trash. Let's be real. Yes, he was the Cruiserweight champion, but he barely defended the title. And there was always bad finishes. And then his second run with the league was pretty good run, won the European Championship, won the Tag Team Championship. Of course, he got back with Triple H, became DX, along with the Road Dogg, Jesse James, Billy Gunn. Had a luxurious run. But you would have thought that he was in the title picture after that. But at that point, Vince wasn't even studying little guys. He wasn't even looking their way. None of it. Because he didn't look at him drawing a dime. Which I had to say, X-Pac wasn't drawing a dime like that to be on Vince's radar. Alright. Number 2. John Cena, Seth Rollins in 2015? Yeah, 15 for the U.S. title. Now, John Cena has been at that point, and Seth Rollins had been joined to the hip from the Authority storyline from late summer 2014 until now. Because you gotta remember, Seth Rollins debut in WWE, debut with his brothers, dominate. Now, 2014, the Shield was having problems. But then they made up. They beat Evolution 2 times in 2 very great matches. And then they was all in the ring, focused on what's next, until Triple H came out with Randy Orton. Talking about Plan B. And I ain't talking about pregnancy either, you hear me? So, Triple H got the sledgehammer looking at him, talking about Plan B. Roman, John, Seth stood there, but then it got quiet. Did you hear the fans say, don't do it? Seth Rollins stood back. Wham! Roman dropped first. John Moxley had the disbelief. Seth Rollins, boom, here you go. And the architect, the real architect, was born. where Seth Rollins, that year in 2014, went on to win Money in the Bank, feuded with his brother, Jon Moxley, that whole summer, ending the feud in Hell in a Cell where Bray Wyatt appeared, still in Jon Moxley's shine. So, in the meanwhile, John Cena was still in the title picture with Randy Orton. No, was it Randy Orton? No, yeah, him and Randy Orton was arguing over who gonna get the belt. This one, Brock beat John Cena that summer. Beat John Cena that summer in a dominating performance, and then John Cena thought he was gonna get the dub in a Night of Champions, but Seth Rollins ruined it, stole his shine. Then it went from Brock Lesnar tensions to Seth Rollins, and both him and Dean Ambrose won it himself. So during that time, I think it was a pay-per-view called Hell in a Cell. No, they had a Hell in a Cell match at one of the pay-per-views between him and Randy Orton. The winner would face Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. Of course, John Cena won, moved on, but then Seth was added to the match. Now, you got to remember, Seth still had the suitcase. So, he had the suitcase. Then, the contract sign happened. Well, no, they had the Authority storyline where Cena team versus the Authority. Cena team won thanks to a save from Sting, because they were giving John Cena and Dolph Ziggler and the rest of the team a hard time. Speed it up. Then they forced John Cena to bring the Authority back when Seth Rollins put his foot on Edge's neck, and John Cena had respect for Edge. Hired everybody back. They fired his crew. John Cena in January, weeks before the Royal Rumble, brought his crew back. Now back to the natural thing. Before he brought his friends back. So John Cena was in a handicap match. No, it was the contract. I'm sorry. The contract where him, Brock, and Seth was in the ring. John Cena was talking that trash. Brock had to look laughing. And Brock got the mic. He let everybody know. He let Seth Rollins know that he conquered John Cena. He conquered Triple H. And he conquered him. Then John Cena hit Brock with the AA through the table. Wow. He started taking his shirt off, looking at Triple H. Seth tagging from behind. Stomp. Wham. Brock looking like weak lunch meat. Seth Rollins looked like he's predator pay. He's just preying on his predator. Wham! Drop Brock Lesnar. And of course, Brock Lesnar was looking for their revenge. The next week, he kind of got the revenge, but Seth ran where Brock Lesnar just F5'd everybody. And that's the day that John Cena got his job, got his friends his job back. Then, the match happened. Triple threat match, classic match. They all going at it. Even had the high-flying moment off the table when Seth Rollins took out Brock Lesnar. But the thing is, you can't keep the beast down. Brock got the dub. Still going to WrestleMania. So, months then passed by. Seth is still in the picture. Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble where all the fans boo him because they love Daniel Bryan. And he also beat Daniel Bryan at Fastlane in Memphis, Tennessee. We was there in the snow. It snowed after, but the pay-per-view was lit. Me and my homeboy still talk about this pay-per-view to this day. I need to do pay-per-view episodes too. Y'all give me some suggestions, you heard me? So, he letting Roman them know I'm still here. But meanwhile, Seth got his own problems with Randy Orton at that point when they betrayed it on him and made him bleed. So, speed up. WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, alpha males going at it. Roman Reigns finna get the dub. Wrong. Seth Rollins came running out. The bell rung. I'm cashing in my contract. Drop Roman Reigns. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins, new champion. Then, Seth went on right okay offense. He defended Randy Orton steel cage matches. He was finna lose to Brock Lesnar. Undertaker interfered. And then Jonathan Cena's back in the picture. That led us to this classic match for John Cena U.S. Championship on Raw. Going at it. going back and forth, and you had the iconic moment when Seth Rollins knee to the broke his nose. John Cena nose looking like this. He can't even breathe, can't even talk. John Cena was out for a week or two. Then John Cena won the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. And he got it. Except he lost to Seth Rollins and lost the U.S. title 2 weeks later. But that match on Raw was very classic. John got a standing ovation from the fans. Give him a round of applause. You know, showing them that I love y'all. I do this. Even though y'all boo me, I love this. I love y'all. I do this. You know, and this was a point where people weren't even trusting Seth Rollins either still. This was before the incident with Sting. So at that point, people thought Seth Rollins was reckless. But him and Cena had a great classic match in front of the fans before going off on Raw. Michael Cole giving John Cena his praise, JBL. The fans is amazed, entertained for that man to wrestle with a broke nose where he couldn't breathe. He did that for us, and we still, well, we don't boo him like we used to, but we used to boo for Cena, man, because we getting tired of that man jamming down our throat. But we do respect John Cena for being the real one and sticking to his guns, because I feel like John Cena could have turned heel at times, but that ain't him. Alright, and now both of them guys had luxurious careers where Seth Rollins is the drip god doing his thing. Then you got John Cena, the Hollywood actor with the Uncle Ernie haircut. Sorry, bruh, just that haircut is trash. I was just gonna go bald, cuz. And my boy wearing dresses. And this ain't the type of episode, but I just say this. Hollywood done got to my boy. I ain't even gonna say that joke, but if my homeboy watching, he'll know what I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna see you, lady mom. Alright. Sign that oath now. You heard me? Sign that oath now. You gotta do what John Cena doing now. Just like a girl. Anyway. So, that's cool. Now, match number 3. Speaking of John Cena and Shawn Michaels in 2007 in London. Classic match. Going at it for 60 minutes. John Cena and Shawn Michaels been joined to the hip since January of 2007. Well, yeah, really January, mid-January. It was originally supposed to be Triple H versus John Cena at the WrestleMania, but Triple H got hurt at New Year's resolution. So, John Cena, coming from the prime feud with an up-and-coming young star, Umaga, from Elimination Chamber, they had a physical battle, and then that Royal Rumble match. Man, last I Quit match was brutal. Umaga is taking it to Cena, man. Giving John Cena that work. John Cena bleeding. But John Cena, I think, got the turnbuckle. And choked my boy Umaga out. While in the meanwhile that night, Shawn Michaels in the Royal Rumble. Down to the last 2, taking steel chair shots from Edge. And brutalized Great Khali. And he was a director for Great Khali. Y'all remember the famous shot when Great Khali was looking the wrong way. Shawn told him, "Look at that camera!" Ah! Got eliminated by The Undertaker. Then it was down to 4. Edge, Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels. Shawn eliminated both of them. He laying down. Undertaker already laid out from the concerto. Get up. Undertaker went back and forth about 4 or 5 minutes. Entering from number 30. I told you, Undertaker ain't gonna enter no number 2. What's wrong with y'all? Then they went at it. Undertaker eliminated Shawn over the top rope. Get the dub. Going to WrestleMania against the Animal Batista. Shawn Michaels looking lost, don't know what to do. Undertaker appearing on Raw. Trying to see who he gonna choose between. Man, come on, bro. They were just using Bobby Lashley for a prop. Everybody know Undertaker wants to go to no ECW. They were just trying to get ratings. Come on, man. He appearing on ECW with Bobby Lashley versus Tez. I mean, that was a good weight, but I'm like, come on, bro. Undertaker ain't for choosing ECW time. So Undertaker had to choose between Batista, John Cena, or Bobby Lashley. So all 3 of them in the ring. Undertaker looking at all of them. He chose he chose Batista. Did the little thing, licked the tongue out, rest in peace. The music hit, Shawn Michaels out. He like, John Cena is available. Then Edge and Randy Orton came out. Then Vince made the match for WrestleMania. Who gonna face John Cena? They had the triple threat match. Shawn wins. John Cena comparing the ring after that knocked out Randy Orton and John Cena. That was teasing when Shawn Michaels was gonna give John Cena the sweet chin music. Then I think that next week they had a tag match where him and Cena won the tag team titles. I think it was 3 weeks after that. They celebrate. Wham! HBK got him. I don't care for these titles. I want the WWE title. Then they went back and forth for weeks until the main event, the controversial main event decision. Because you got to remember, Undertaker was pissed off that him and Batista wasn't the main event, and rightfully so. Because you normally do whoever win the Royal Rumble is in the main event. But Undertaker won the Royal Rumble, but he went with Shawn and Cena. Undertaker and Batista had a good show, and Undertaker tell them top that. Lucky, Cena and Shawn Michaels had a good match. Even brought back the Power Driver. They were still using the Power Driver at that point. Somersaults, moonsaults off the table. John Cena get the dub. Moving on to Backlash. When John Cena first title with his next title defense was going to be a fatal 4-way with Edge, Randy Orton, and Shawn Michaels at Backlash. Now, this lead up to the match in London. Now, the match in London was 60 minutes. I don't know what happened. I think Randy or Edge, they did something because Edge and Randy Orton was to face each other that night. But something happened, and they wrestled for 60 minutes. Instant classic. Tossing back and forth, doing a Ric Flair toss move. And then the final encounter. John Cena getting ready, getting excited, getting ready to give you the AA. No, Shawn Michaels reversed. Paused himself at the ropes. John Cena came back. Wham! Sweet chin music laid on top of him. 1, 2, 3. Shawn wins. Now, of course, John Cena went on to win at Backlash, of course. But that night, Shawn Michaels got the dub. Sitting there laying by him like, yo, this is my championship. I'm coming for it. In the instant classic match in London. They always put on a good show in London, though. I can't even front. They always put on a good show in London. They always put on a good show. Always. So, there you go. And then, number 4. Eddie Guerrero and Rob Van Dam was one of the hottest rivalries that summer, especially coming from returning Eddie Guerrero, who wasn't with the WWE at one point because of drug and alcohol abuse. And RVD was a rising star. He was a rising star, period, but he was a rising star. Within the company. It was the Battle of the Frog Splash. I think it was for the Intercontinental Championship. I think RVD was the Intercontinental Championship at one point. And they were just putting on a show for the fans to see. High flying, just amazing. Eddie still showing, minus all his issues, he's still at his best. Because Eddie had reunited with his best friend Chris Benoit during the Ric Flair Stone Cold feud. Him and Benoit reunited. I think RVD was just, I think who did RVD fight at? Did RVD fight the rest of WrestleMania in 02? Was it William Regal? He fought something back. I think it was William Regal at that WrestleMania. I'm not sure. But I think RVD was on that card though. So, the fanfare was great. The bell rung. 2 legends going at it. Like, it was, I feel like RVD was so good. Like, RVD just a naturally talented guy. All that man did was smoke weed and did yoga. And RVD wasn't even that good on the mic. I mean, he was good. It was just, he had that persona that the fans love. Laid back, chill, getting high. I'm pretty sure getting high as much as Redman and Method Man. Just chill, laid back, swagger, the music hit. Doom, 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 doom. One of a kind. Like, come on, bro. If you weren't feeling that, bro, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, and then of course Eddie, man, Latino Heat, he making a comeback, doing his thing. After the summer of that, he went to SmackDown to repackage with his nephew, and they became one of the best tag teams in the world to me. Los Guerreros, La Cheat Steel, and then the vignettes. I mean, it was stereotypical. Don't get me wrong, it was stereotypical, typical Lucifer, typical Lucifer. The Mexican, all they do is play golf, clean pools, and steal. You don't think Vince is stereotypical? Ex Mexico with got dog psychosis and super crazy and hoovitude. Before riding on lawnmowers, bro. We know Mexican cuts grass, bro. Come on now. It's racist as hell. But back to the RVD and Eddie Guerrero. I think that match should have showed Vince like, oh, I got two brand new players in the title picture. I can put them in the title picture, but nope, he wanted to keep them mid-carder. I think RVD was in the title picture. I just think Vince didn't want to put the belt on him because he know RVD was smoking that kush, that ooh-wee. Hell. So, we would have thought a star was born from that classic ladder match. Alright. Number 5. Shelton Benjamin versus HBK. This match was perfect. Why? I feel like it was teacher versus student. Icon versus the future. Alright, hear me out. Shelton Benjamin, a young wrestler from Minnesota. He graduated from college, go to OVW, team up with Brock Lesnar. They had a dominant run together. While one of his best friends, Brock Lesnar, getting his instant shine, just do move to the top. Shelton get the phone call the next year to team up with Charlie Haas, and they form Team Angle with Kurt Angle. And Shelton was showing his athletic ability, skills, doing his thing, winning tag team championship. Hell, they even jumped Brock at one point. Then at one point, the Team Angle broke up. Shelton Benjamin came to Raw in 2004, beating Triple H not once, but twice with that whack bunch, that whack trash song that was trash. But he winning Intercontinental Championships, getting the dubs, doing what he do best, beating Randy Orton, Booker T, Edge. Hell, beating Ric Flair. I think they beat Batista the year. I think he beat Batista the year. I'm not sure. Involved in the Survivor Series storyline with Randy Orton versus Evolution. Who takes over the brand? And I think Shelton and them team won, and everybody wanted the title shot at Triple H. Then of course, you got Shawn Michaels, the icon, Mr. WrestleMania, the legend, the guy who beat it. Diesel, Bret Hart, Owen Hart, British Bulldog, Ken Shamrock, Mick Foley. He done it all. And here you have a young, promising star trying to get his shine. They going back and forth. Started off technical sound with the Japanese style, fans clapping, appreciating the moment. And then the match finna end. Shelton made a crucial mistake. Shawn Michaels laying on the ropes, getting ready, looking at him. Shelton tried to springboard. Wham! Sweet chin music. Shawn Michaels win. And Shawn even said he loved working with Shelton. He said Shelton's a true professional. He works hard. He give free game. He give free jewels. He give everything. Alright. 2 more. Shawn Michaels versus Marty Jannetty was a great match on Raw. Because, of course, Shawn and Marty Jannetty was best friends. The Rockers. Being in various feuds with Demolition. I think Power and Glory. With Tony Roma and Hercules. Of course, classic matches with the Hart Foundation. Doing it all together. But then, like 92, I think Shawn got it fed up. He wanted to be the Michael Jackson of the tag team. He looked at Marty Jannetty as the Tito, holding him back. Having arguments, losing matches. And of course, they had the iconic moment at the Brutus Beefcake show. I'm sorry, bro. I love you, man. I ain't mean to do it, man. They hugging it out. Holding hands, and then Shawn just dropped him like a fool. Wham! Dropped him. Yeah. Dropped him. Marty Jannetty was out for months. Shawn Michaels winning Intercontinental Championships from British Bulldog. Getting his shine. And then early 93, my boy came back. While Shawn was in the ring celebrating, looking at his hair, Sherry Martel holding the mirror. He looked up, Marty Jannetty returned with the rock and roll swag in the boots. Marty Jannetty finally got the mirror, but he ended up knocking Sherry Martel out. And they had a match at the Royal Rumble. Shawn get the dub. And then the Raw match, I think. I'm not sure who won the match. I don't remember. Y'all put it in the comments. But I think Shawn got the dub. It was a rivalry bound to happen. I think Vince was trying to push Marty Jannetty as much as he can. I think two things got in the way of Marty Jannetty push. One, I feel like he was doing alcohol and drugs a lot. That's one. Two, he just wanted a natural draw to the fans like that. And three, Shawn was just better. Shawn had the dancing charismatic. Even Shawn said he didn't know what the hell he was doing with that dancing. It's just Shawn had a more outgoing personality. Because hell, Shawn wasn't that good on the mic. He just had a more appealing effect. And Shawn, people was paying to see Shawn, and the girls loved Shawn. I believe he wanted Marty Jannetty to get that push. It's just Marty Jannetty was in the way of Marty Jannetty. And he wasn't drawing it down like that, you know. He was the weak link of the team. Because Shawn went on to bigger, better things, win Royal Rumble twice, multiple Intercontinental Championships, main event WrestleManias, and he went on to have a luxurious career. Sorry, bruh. What y'all want me to do? The last match, I ain't really a backstory to it. It's like Randy Savage was doing commentary. Doink the Clown, the big homie, Matt Bourne, was on a hell of a push. And I think Savage was saying bad things about him, and then the Clown got a hold to him after his match, a victory against some dude. While he was in the ring, Savage was sitting right there. He challenged Macho Man Randy Savage with his boys in the back, all the clowns right there, laughing and stuff like that, and you know, whatever. So they had the match. Randy Savage brought his own little clown. They went back and forth. I wish they would have had a long storyline between them. I think that feud would have been great. But I just think Vince wanted Macho Man on commentary instead of whatever. Because you got to remember, 2 years prior to that, Randy Savage wanted to put over Shawn Michaels, but for some reason Vince was like, no. But I already talked about their relationship. Just look at the episode. Nigga, I don't know. I did some of this episode. Nigga, I don't know. But y'all figure it out. But hey, that's it for this episode. But let the phone charge up. You heard me. I'm dropping. I can kind of throw this away. Hold on, give me a second. This is 44. So I will be dropping Why It Never Happened tomorrow. And I can give y'all the subjects right now. It's going to be about Austin versus Hogan, Why It Never Happened. I'm talking about, let's put some respect on Dean Malenko name. And I'm talking about why Piper and my man feud never happened in the early 80s or the 90s. Private Party. Oh man, this was going. Is Sabu the greatest ECW superstar? I can't wait to talk about that. And of course, I'm talking about Ric Flair and Mean Gene had good chemistry. And I'm talking about, and then I just added this the other day, I'm talking about Cesaro versus Eddie Kingston. So 45 gonna be lit. Hey man, I love y'all. I do this. I'm out. Peace.